This is another Flyright Boy exclusive.
Alright guys, this is another Flyright Boy exclusive. We're going to do a little tutorial on panel lines. I've done panel lines several different ways. If you look at my plane right now, the fuselage itself, the panel line, if I can zoom in a little bit closer, as you can see, the panel line is actually edged into the paint. That is a panel line, and the rivets are burned in and edged in using a technique where this was a Top Flight P51 Mustang, a big beautiful doll, and I took it, scripted it down to its bare minimum, and now it is a red tail, as you can see. So the wing, and I'm not sure why Siri is doing stuff, okay. Well, the wing is a replacement. It's actually someone gave me the wing. Thank Chris. Thank you, sir, for the new wing. It was slightly damaged, and he said, hey, if you can fix it, go for it. And I fixed it so that I can use it. So anyway, not quite sure if I'm going to go through the trouble of scripting it down right now. I reinforced the wing so that way it can hold up to my flying. But I kind of want to make it a little bit better than what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this right here, as you can see it, and it shows my panel line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use is ribbon art tape, but you can get lining tape, like for cars, like what you would put pinstripe for the cars, which you can get at AutoZone or O'Reilly. It's all around the same price, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little less. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It was only $2.50, which was a great deal. I got several colors. Sometimes you can't get it in black. They have all other colors, but black will be off the shelf. It's one of the more popular colors. Well, anyway, so I got some of that, and what we're going to do is the same technique that I did to make the panel lines with the paint. I'm just going to put the panel lines and leave them on. So now what I did with this, I put the panel lines in, and then I primed it, sanded, primed it, sanded. Then I pulled the panel lines off, and it left a little layer of paint on the body, and that became my panel lines. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to leave the panel lines, actually the tape, on it. So I'm going to go by the little book, little diagram that I have right here, and it makes it a little simple, makes things a little bit neat. It makes little things a little bit how can I say, unique. Because nobody wants their plane to look like everybody else's plane. We don't want to have a whole row of the same plane lined up. And this is a little quick little tip that you can get. So get the stuff out, spool it out. First line almost right dead down the bar. So it's going to go straight right here. Straight down the middle. So easy thing to do. It stops. Stop right there. So that's what we're gonna do. So can't find my X-Acto knife, so we're going to use a pair of scissors. And we're going to peel this off. This is where having nails come in handy. Alright. Peel this off. Try not to get your hands on the sticky part. just like that, we got a panel line. Ain't that something? Let's see if you can see that. Right there, panel line. A lot of our flying has been kind of cut short a little bit. We did have some good flying weather this Saturday, but I had to work. That's pretty much how it is when you want to fly, but you have to work, right? So, wow, that's a big motor. Try to make sure that it's straight. Wrong bottom. Make sure that it's straight here. Eyeball it. Get how it runs a little bit. And that way you can tell. Line straight. Now I'll come back later with a little razor blade and I can cut off the little pieces that I don't want. Real easy. So I hope everybody's been having a good flying weekend. Well, so that happens. You just go to the other end. You see, didn't want to it broke and didn't want to pull it to come off. That happens. No biggie. Just take our time and boom. There you go. So. And then take that, and it goes right here next to our starting bar on the other side. Just right here. Across. Under, and then we just all ball it. And straight. Oh, what is it? Now, I forgot to mention, that anytime you do this, you definitely want to make sure that you clean the surface real good with some rubbing alcohol so that way you know that the surface doesn't have any dust on it. This tape will stick, but then it'll come off in flight if it doesn't have any good thing to adhere to. I was wondering how the weather's been treating everybody else out there. How y'all been having a good weather? Or has it been raining where y'all from? Leave a comment down below if y'all had time to get good flying in, or how y'all been kind of like stuck in the hangar trying to get everything together like me. And you can do panel lining in so many different ways. You can do it like I did at first, where I edged it in through the paint, or you can do it like this, where you actually just apply the decals, or you can even do it where you just airbrush it in. Real simple. A couple of hits of thing and you're done. A little masking and you're done. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can make your plane unique to just your plane. But it really does. It does help you a lot. Look at that little YouTube, other warbirds flying while I'm working my warbirds. Anybody else do that? Work on their war machines and watch other people work on their war machines and fly their war machines at the same time? If they do, leave a comment on down below. Let me know what you like to do when you're working on your airplanes. Do you like to look at YouTube and see what other people are doing and flying while you work on your plane? I'm gonna completely bore y'all with doing the whole thing, and then y'all just sit here and just watch. So I'm gonna come right back when I get this half done, so that way y'all can see exactly what it looks like, and we'll be right back. Flyright boys out. All right, as you can see, I've done it in less than 20 minutes. I'll put this on and I'll stop for a second and back, so probably 10 minutes. But it's a simple panel line. I'm going off something that I saw on here, diagram, but it just adds to the plane. It really does. It really adds to it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other end, and then I'll be right back. Work to it to kind of weather it out and to give it an even greater, unique look by adding some weathering. But right now, we're just going to seal the bottom so that we make sure that it doesn't come loose. Because in this top flight giant scale Mustang that I have, I'm running a G62 cc gas motor, so it really likes to go fast, and I don't want all this little detail work that I did to come off when I'm tearing up the skies at one of the warbird events. So like I said again, I'm using Rust-Oleum Universal Clear. This is a flat clear, so always use a well-ventilated area when you're doing this. You don't want to start getting loopy while you're painting. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from one point, and we're going to do long strokes. Don't hold it in one spot for too long, because then you'll get puttering, and you don't want no puttering. You don't want no drips. You don't want no buildup of. You just want long strokes, and you don't have to do it all at once. You can apply a little bit, then walk away. Apply a little bit and walk away, and then come back and apply some more. Trying to get it knocked out at one time. That's where people, when they're spray painting their airplanes or spray painting anything, make the mistakes. They try to want to get it done in one stroke. Sometimes you just need to just get it apply like a little light coat, let that get tacky, and then come back and then hit another coat. Don't try to just get it all at once. So we're going to get this can good shaped up. I've already shaped it up beforehand. So let's get to applying. So like I said, long strokes, overlap. Long strokes, overlap. Gonna go to the other end. Long strokes. Slit it. Overlap. You don't have to try to get it all at once. No way you're gonna be able to get it all at one time. Long strokes. Go here on the other side, get the front end. long strokes. You know, rattle can painting is not hard. You just take your time. You take your time, it comes out perfect. People will never know there was rattle can. Long strokes. Kind of take a look at it a little bit. Turn it just slightly. Look. Right here. Long strokes. Boom. Boom. Clear off and set the pan up. And that's it. She's applied. Simple as that. I'll let this dry. Maybe come back with another coat. And the clear coat does two things. It's gonna make sure that my stickers and stuff are here and not come off in flight. But also, it's gonna protect the paint. Since I use a Rust-Oleum metallic metal, it's gonna protect the paint from the hot sun and everything else. So, you know, clear coat really comes in handy when you're doing that. Plus, you're trying to make sure that your little detail work that you did, you know, stays on. So we're gonna open up the garage, let the air ventilate, and we're gonna let this sit. It takes about, I want to say, 5 minutes to get tacky, and then another 10-20 before you can actually kind of spray another coat. But always read the instructions, because that's the devil's in the details. Again, if you just long strokes, just long strokes, just long strokes. It's almost like, you know, if you're a karate master, just, you know, swing side to side, just long strokes. And just take your time. You don't have to do it all at once. You get your long strokes, you stop, go to the other side, your long strokes. Just take care of it and then back away. Let it set and then come back again. Just go back at it again. But now you gotta understand, these are warbirds. They're not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna, if you was back then and you saw a warbird, they were pumping them out. Left and right, because they were trying to make sure that they get these warbirds to the boys on the field in the front line, so that way they can get rid of the enemy. So being that May, you know, the paint job wasn't perfect. It wasn't, you know, museum perfect. You know, if you want a realistic warbird, it's not gonna be perfect. The paint job's gonna have some, you know, discrepancies here and there. So remember that you know, it doesn't have to be perfect unless you're trying to get a museum type. But we're going for, you know, going out there and just and enjoying and having a good time. So again, remember, clear coat. I use flat because it really brings the plane to more realistic look. And just long strokes. Details or any comments, please leave them down here below. I'd love to hear, you know, your opinion on how to pinstripe or airplane. I'm always learning new things, and that's because of y'all. So I do appreciate y'all subscribing. Hit that like button and check out my other videos. And as Flyright boys, we fly right and we go home.